Here we shall explore true facts about the sleepy seal. The sleepy seal is known as the snooziest member of the pinniped taxonomy group. Pinnipeds are notable for their streamlined bodies that grant them the ability to live both on land and in water in equal measure, despite lacking the ability to breathe underwater. Their ability to maintain these long dives is very fascinating. It is due to a combination of high hemoglobin in their blood, a slowed heart rate, and restricting blood flow to all non-essential organs while swimming. You thought I was going to say it's because they held their breath very long because her chest is so big, weren't you? This is a scientific exploration we're doing here. Get those gutter thoughts out of your brain meat. Pinniped Snoozius is unique amongst her group for her thin, wiggly back flippers that contribute to the species' inability to swim properly. Almost unheard of among pinnipeds, this has forced the Snoozy to floppy around on dry land. The jiggling of the Snoozy floppery seems to do nothing in terms of attracting predators, suggesting they are ferocious enough to be considered an apex predator in their own right. That is, assuming they could be called a predator at all. There is vigorous debate as to if the Snoozius can be considered a predator, as while they are carnivorous, there has yet to be any evidence of them hunting. All their consumption of meat has come from scavenging or through an interesting case of animal mutualism. While the normally carnivorous pinniped group has a tendency to eat creatures such as penguins, the Snoozius seems to have a fondness for these flightless birds. There is a noticeable years-long history of a mutualistic relationship between the Snoozy and the penguins within her territory. She provides them protection from outside predators, and they in turn provide food in the form of pizza, chips and salsa, salmon, and fish burgers. This is essential as the Snoozius requires a high-sodium diet. While the fish and other seafood, like the salsa, would provide the needed salt, the aforementioned poor swimming ability means such foods would normally be out of reach of the Snoozius. Thus we see the amazing world of interspecies cooperation at play. The pinniped Snoozius are a transient species hailing from the continent of Australia, which they moved to from the country of Australia. Their migration occurred thousands of seconds before I started writing this script, and therefore there is no reliable sources for why this occurred. Note that I said reliable. There are plenty of sources, I just don't think we should trust them. One of the theories was that they needed to clean the Great Barrier Reef, and assumed the Snoozy would be of great use to this due to their reputation as a super sucker. Sadly, there was a bit of a misunderstanding, and this was not, in fact, a reference for her ability to vacuum up algae like a sea urchin.
I would draw so much Snoozy porn. I think I would draw a lot of Snoozy porn. I'm actually being honest. I think I would become a gooner.
An unnerving thought persists that the EPA of Australia may have introduced an invasive species to their shores due to an innuendo. The sleepy seal is a fully nocturnal creature. How do I know? Quite simple. Every time I see one active and interacting with people, it's the middle of the night. If she wasn't nocturnal, why would it be pitch black out every time she's awake? That's how the scientific method works. Make an observation and test it. The day Snoozy does something and I see it any time other than night, I might consider altering this observation. Until then, we shall be focusing all our studies on her nocturnal habits. My money is on drinking too many stimulants after dinner. It makes sense, her being so sleepy that she'd be clocked out during the daytime. Need to conserve all that energy and whatnot. In any case, the Snoozius truly gets to the heart of why we humans refer to the seal as the puppy of the sea. And there's something so encouraging, so endearing, so, dare I say, cute about this little mammal and her way of interacting with the world. She just melts your heart with the simplest of efforts. Salutations to us all.